Please like and subscribe.
Right, good afternoon. I've got another interview for you today, my second interview. This is with a friend of mine, Craig. Would you like to do an introduction, Craig, and tell the viewers who you are and what you're all about?
Yeah, I'm Craig Quinn, the life mentor. You might know me as All You Fitness as well, personal trainer. So yeah, I'm kind of like a life coach and personal trainer, but I go by the name online as a life mentor.
We're just going to have a casual chat today about this year in general and what Craig's been doing, how it's affected him, how he's rose from the ashes, or risen maybe I should say. Risen from the ashes is correct, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we're going to start with the first lockdown back in March, and when you was originally told to close your business. You tell us a little bit more about it.
Well, I was working more out of a gym round about that time. So it was like, we call it the mill gym. It's like a very old school gym kind of thing, you know, old school weights. So they had to close down, so as that happened, so did I. So you basically, you know, when something like that happens, you're basically forced online to train people online and become an online coach.
Yeah, I know that I've been doing some groups earlier on. No, not earlier on this year, actually. It stopped in before March, but they had something running up until the end of 2019, and I'd go to the support groups, but everything became online quick and fast, and then all of a sudden we were told we were going into lockdown, so that was a shocker for me, because I was making a lot of progress, and then I was told it would stop, and I thought I wouldn't continue that progress, but I was feeling really inspired. You know, I've read some great stuff you've been putting online, which helps people out mentally, even if they just read the status, you know. Makes them feel a little bit better and smile. It can produce some real happiness, which is brilliant. I want to talk about the rise of your business in general, where you've come from, how you got here up until opening the new studio.
Well, the rise of the entrepreneurship basically comes from, I used to suffer from anxiety. I used to suffer from PTSD through events in childhood and stuff like that. And basically I was having quite a lot of panic attacks. So, you know, I went to a doctor and got told, listen, you need to start your diet out and your lifestyle. You know, I think with me I wasn't taking enough vitamins and minerals, that sort of thing. I was doing okay with weight. I wasn't really too bad with it. But, you know, obviously, you know, as years go on, you know, it builds up and builds up. So I had to go see a doctor, sort myself out, basically. Started going to the gym. And basically, I was, around the time I was losing a lot of jobs, you know, I'm very anti-authority and stuff like that.
You don't like me, so what to do?
So I'm sat here. So, you know, I think that kind of cost me a little bit. You know, there's certain things I didn't want to do, so, you know, I was losing quite a few jobs here and there. And some were just, you know, down to, you know, being made redundant, state of the economy at the time, you know, wrong place, wrong time. So, you know, I started being a personal trainer after that. Went past my course. And it's just kind of, you know, I've built it up from there. So, you know, first year it was personal training, you know, learn the industry a bit more. Then, you know, I think that went on for like 2 years. Then I went on to, you know, more private PT kind of thing. So it was more freelance personal trainer I went on to after that. And then, you know, private personal trainer in the studio and life coach.
Which is what you're doing right now, is private and life coaching. But you can be open at the moment at the new studio, that's right, isn't it? We've just done the lockdown 2 in the UK, and there's potential third one maybe even on the way, because I've been hearing about this mutation this morning, whether that comes to light or what it's going to look like, you know. I mean, it makes sense. COVID has a number, COVID-19, COVID-20, COVID-21, they've left it open kind of thing, you know. That's only my opinion, but it makes sense. And I completely relate with what you were saying about mental health, because I was diagnosed myself bipolar about 10, 11 years ago. Lost my job. I was bouncing from job to job as well, and then I got one that I was really happy in, and then lost it because I wasn't able to hold it down, because my moods would switched so violently in those days. It was terrible. Now it's fully controlled. You know, I'm living the best life I've lived in years. Feel great. Made a lot of progress. So, speaking of lockdown too, do you want to tell us about the new studio opening up before we get into the life coaching side of things?
Yeah, so the new personal training studio is basically a place where you can come to train with me, and the benefits it has from being, you know, your run-of-the-mill gym is you have the gym to yourself. So, you know, if you suffer from gym anxiety, you know, going into the gym's a bit, you know, intimidating for you, you won't have that problem here because, you know, you're with a personal trainer who's sharing your problem, halving the problem. So that becomes better for you because, you know, you're getting more drive towards your goals. So you won't have to worry about, you know, the gym being packed, you know, worrying having to go in the weights area because you are the weights area kind of thing.
Yeah, that makes absolute sense. It sounds really appealing for myself. I'd like to get involved. By no means have I got the body I want, you know. I've set my intention, the goal's there, but it's going to take some work. Quite a lot of it, and imagine it's going to be all hard work.
It takes time.
Yeah, of course.
When you start to rush things, you become vulnerable.
Yeah, well, I think being in lockdown, I realised just how much time I've got, you know. As you know, I'm a musician, so I'm fiddly and bad with attention, to keeping my attention in one place at one time and being focused. But I've been working on it each day, you know, doing little bits and eating better, like say vitamin supplements and loads of vitamin D, vitamin C, zinc. I've been getting some other natural stuff offline. I got myself black seed oil and some sea moss gel, so I could detox with that. And you know, I'm feeling miles better already. My skin feels shinier and healthier. My hair feels like I'm not going bald as fast.
Yeah, sometimes you feel that with, you know, the hair and stuff like that. Yeah. A lot of people said that to me about the hair thing when they feel like, you know, most of the people who've got like thin hair, like myself, like I put on my status the other day, shout out to my hairline for making it through 2020. So I think that might have been down to healthy eating, getting vitamins and minerals, but yeah, it can be a common thing. So,
mate, you're not the only one with a thin head of hair.
Yeah. I
did have a full one when I was younger.
Same.
Next, we're going to get into the mentoring services and the life coaching. I know you've got a few sessions left in the rest of this year. Life coaching. Yeah. Do you want to tell us a bit more about that? Yeah.
So basically, with the life coaching, it works as you get a 4-week course. The first 4 weeks are free. Then you kind of, you know, you can work into a pay plan for yourself. You might get all you want out of the first 4 weeks. So at the moment, if I can remember rightly, the courses are PTSD treatment, anxiety relief, career coaching, relationship coaching, and gym anxiety. I think there's 5 courses there. There might be more. You can find them on my website, so we can put that in wherever Mark wants to put it on the video.
Yeah, I'll leave it below.
Yeah, man. So you can go in there. You can get a free coaching call with me as well. On the land, there's like kind of a landing page where you can request me to call you. And I'll call you up and we'll have a little talk about it. That might be all you need to get you to where you want to go.
I've seen in your status yesterday about defeating bosses. You've defeated the main boss of the year, COVID. He was putting in there that you've got a new retail business as one of the points, or some ideas for a new retail business.
Well, yeah, it's called Muggles.
Right. Okay.
It's named after the Harry Potter folklore of Muggles, people who don't know magic. So it's called Muggles because it's a mug company. So basically what you can do is, the first batch of orders is going to be like, you know, a generic mental health quote like, be kind, so something like that. But eventually you can have personalised ones, so if you want your name to mean something, like say if you, Mark, you know, you see yourself as, you know, a warrior against the government, you can have something like that, something personalised like that. So if you see yourself, you know, as a warrior against COVID, whatever, you can get that personalised for yourself. So you can have that at your office, desk, wherever you want with it.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
Man,
yeah. So there's going to be like motivational quotes on them and stuff like that. You can have one of them if you want, or you can just choose what you want. If there's a saying you live your life by, you can now have it as a mug.
Yeah, that's nice. I've got a family motto I'll probably get on there.
Okay.
I don't know if it's actually on the tattoo. But it means, he says, without staying, and it's in Latin.
Okay.
And that's what our family motto is, so
Okay.
that'd probably be a pretty cool mug.
It's good to have a family motto.
Yeah, definitely. The final thing I wanted to ask you is, you should be an author if you're not already. Have you got a book out? If not, are you going to have one out?
It's going to be out early next year. It's called From Anxiety to Confidence. So basically, it tells my journey, but it tells you how you can battle anxiety. For me, you know, I found a new opportunity, a new lifeline, a new road to go down. A lot of my anxiety was from, you know, not having a lot of money. And, you know, that really grew on me because, you know, my missus was always working and I felt like, you know, I'm just tag along here. I'm not really good for her. You know, I didn't feel good enough for my partner because, you know, she was always working. I think I got, at the time, the mentality of, yeah, money does buy happiness. It doesn't.
Yeah.
But, you know, I think... But by reading this book, you can work out other anxiety demons that you have. I'll tell you how to get closer to battling anxiety and beating anxiety.
I think with money, you know, material possessions, it'll buy you that momentarily relief. Like, say you buy yourself a big fast sports car, you know, you'll be buzzing while you're going 0 to 60, like really fast, for a little while. But then it goes away. It's not permanent happiness. You could have a boat, you could have a yacht, whatever. You could have your own island, but you're still not always going to buy you the happiness. I mean, you might do if you're a very greedy person, but I still reckon you're stuck in the hamster wheel then, and you're going to be constantly chasing the next thing,
That's exactly right. So you could go and get something that your money's bought you. I think, you know, you never get happy with it. So, like, to be honest, I could go and buy, you know, loads of guitars or whatever, and, you know, loads of instruments, loads of computer gear, software. I'd get it, recover from the financial, not setback, but, you know, earn the money back that I've spent, and then, right, I need to do something else now. Yeah. Because you've got that item, but what's that item for you? You know, so say if we get this bass guitar here, right? Say if this is, I'm trying to think of a famous bassist, you're better at this than me. Flea? Say if this is Flea's bass, right? You've just gone and bought it for, you know, thousands of pounds off eBay. And you play it a few times, you know what I mean? A few weeks go by, a few months go by, you need something to get that buzz that you had when you first got that bass guitar. Yeah. I think that's how money works. Yeah, I completely agree with that. Like, it resonates so hard, because the amount of times I've got myself an amazing guitar in the past, and I've gone, I need an upgrade. I need something better, and I need it fast. Yeah. And I'm like, the last one was supposed to bring you some elation, and for a long period of time, but it really doesn't. Yeah. It's only happy for a little while, and then it ends up collecting dust in the corner. Yeah, you know. I had it with, I had a bass, and, you know, it was like a black one with a skull on it there. I was going to be in a band and everything, you know. I still had hopes, you know, to be in a band, but I think I just got bored of it, and now I look back, I needed money. That was the thing, I needed money. Like, I was out of work, and, you know, I thought, well, you know, 200 quid would go a long way at the minute. Sold an acoustic guitar and a bass guitar, and biggest regret ever. So it just shows, you know, you can regret something like that. Yeah. So even though you think money buys happiness, years down the line, you could live in regret of something you sold, or, you know, a woe that you thought money would fix. I think that's such an important lesson that everyone can take heed of, you know, and learn from. Yeah. They say money's the root of all evil, which it most probably is. Yeah, you don't want to get in the mindset that money's evil, because it can corrupt. It can corrupt. Yeah. You know? There is times when, you know, you have to chase money, you know what I mean? And, like, you know, like in business, and if you want to be successful. Of course. But you've got to learn to play the game first. Yeah. Like, I spoke to a coach, you know, he wasn't really happy that they weren't earning enough money off coaching. But you've got to enjoy the process and playing the game first. Yeah. Rather than, you know, footballers will get it, you know, when they go into, like, say, big game, a cup final, and they lose out on the wage bonus. But you'll get some who are just, you know, upset about losing out on the wage bonus. You'll get some who are about losing the game. Worry about losing the game first, rather than losing out on the wage bonus. You've got to do everything for the goal, not the gold. Yeah, of course. Hang on, and what a good quote that is. I love that little quote at the end. We can wrap it up whenever you want, Craig. What I'm going to do is leave all your socials and your websites in the description below. Yeah. If you haven't already, please share this video,
subscribe, help bring some brightness to your friends' lives, you know. Subscribe to me if you haven't already as well, because I could really do with pushing that number up. Or just give me a thumbs up. It's not for me, it's so I appear more often in the algorithm. You know, I'm trying to expand this channel as much as I can, and I hope you like the interview I brought for you today. I'm going to be bringing plenty more. I want to start delivering you content thick and fast now, because this is my goal. Like, you know, my dream is to be a content creator full time. So I'm going to start putting so much effort into this YouTube channel that we'll see the expansion.
Yeah.
So thank you very much.
Cheers, Matt. Nice one.
Yeah.